What's up? Okay, just finishing everything up, getting everything up and running. I think we're doing pretty good. Just let me know if you have any questions about everything that we have in the sideboard guide. Okay, any Twitch subscribers to the channel are going to be receiving today. All you need to do is just send me a message and I will send you my updated sideboard guides, the ones the plans that I used for the GP basically. So we're gonna be using those today, and I wanted to show what we're doing. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask them in chat. And yeah, we're gonna play a quick league. Again, I mean, for today we're going to be running my GPLA list. I am very interested in trying to go up to a third Coalition Relic and potentially even a fourth, just to experiment with it and see how it goes. So we're probably gonna try that out tomorrow, and yeah, we'll take it from there. But yeah, first of all, I wanted to thank everybody. I think yesterday's stream was a lot of fun. I enjoyed a lot doing it. I think that the experience was pretty sweet. I'm sorry that I had to cut it short. Yeah, Bpuff. Yeah, it's weird. I get this like migraines that are. It's very strange. Like I start seeing spots in my line of view, and it's shortly after like half an hour after or so, one and start happening is I just get these very very strong headaches. It's very bad whenever it happens, so I had to unfortunately cut yesterday's stream a little bit shorter than I would have liked. I really wanted to give it another shot at the league, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. So with me, you were doing well, then you started slurping the drink, and then things went sour. Maybe it's related. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you have seen the stream, I basically drink mate every day, all the time, and I never get it. It's basically, honestly, I mean, this is completely unrelated, but I mean, might as well talk about it. I've done so many tests about this, and the migraines have been triggered by strong lights. So like I'm driving and then like a car from the other side just like basically gets me straight up. That has triggered it. Very loud noises have triggered it. Dehydration has triggered it. So there's like a lot of things that that I've had. It's very very weird. Sehas07, thank you for the follow. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thanks for the support, continued support even so. Today I'm doing much better. Fortunately, it was a mild one. Basically, I get like different degrees of like how bad the migraine is. Sometimes it's just okay. Like yesterday, which was good because I was able to to come back today, and sometimes it just knocks me out for like 2 days and I just cannot do anything for 2 days, and I'm just like thrown in my bed with my eyes closed, all the windows closed, everything. It's pretty bad. But yeah, fortunately yesterday it was a pretty easy, a pretty mild one, so I'm ready to go again. And yes, repeating this again now that we have 20-ish viewers. If you are a subscriber to the channel, you're gonna get access to 2 different sideboard guides. You just need to send me a message, and I will send you the corresponding links. But you're gonna have access to 2 different sideboard guides. You're gonna have access to an updated one, like the one that I did, the first 2 times basically. So we're gonna have a full description of how the matchup plays out, things that have changed since previous iterations of the sideboard guide basically, and how to approach each matchup specifically. V Passos 92, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. If you want to get your guide, of course, send me a message, and after the stream, I'll send you the links. But yeah, so you will receive 2 links. Then we have the big old classic sideboard guide, like the ones that I wrote before. And then we will have a shorter one, which is only 9 pages. Only 9 pages. Yeah, Ariana, I'm feeling better. Thank you very much. Only 9 pages where it's basically just the numbers. So the idea for this one is that you can, if you want, you can just like copy the text and paste it onto a new file. Yeah, of course, Telprion Kadu. Twitch Prime counts for sure. So basically it's just the numbers. You can I'm not allowing for you to make changes in the actual file, but what you can do is you can just select the whole thing, you copy and you paste it in a new file, and then you can, you know, kind of organize it however you want, and you can, you know, potentially print it out, and you can bring it to FNM or to your weekends event, whatever you need, and you know, you can like make the actual font a little bit smaller, so maybe it fits in like 3 pages instead of 9. You can make columns, whatever you want to do. But just so you have, you know, a handy guide that you can use at whatever event you're going at after you have, you know, read how the matchup goes and everything, of course. Telperion Karu, thank you for the follow too. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Yeah, just send me a whisper here on Twitch. Send me a message on the Discord with your Twitch name, whatever you want. Whatever's most comfortable for you. And after this stream, which is gonna be a shorter stream today because I have a student later today. But after today's stream, I'm going to send you again both cyborg guides for you to have access to. Alright, so we're gonna run again my GPLA deck list. This is the list that I run at the GP. I thought it was pretty good for me all weekend. Weko 01, I went 10-5. I started 7-1 on day 1. Then I lost against Hardened Scales, and then on day 2, kind of like the wings fell off a little bit, and ended up with a 10-5 record, which I'm actually pretty proud of, considering it was my first ever modern GP. I had played, like I told people, I had played in GP Vegas in 2015, though that performance was miserable, and I don't even count it as a GP experience. I was that was just bad. I wasn't particularly competitive back then. Now I am though. Okay, so this is gonna be, I think, an okay keep. Yeah, I'm going to Weko. If you're interested in a whole debrief, I did a very I thought it was a very cool debrief yesterday, where I went over the whole event, things that are very, you know, cool plays that happened, things like that. I thought it was pretty sweet, and you can probably check it out. I'm going to upload it to YouTube tomorrow, so if you want to, you know, hear more about it, you're gonna be able to tomorrow. This smells like Scapeshift over there, so hopefully we found the bounce land here. That would be great. Yeah, that's also pretty solid. Is it pretty solid though? How do we sequence here? I think it's awkward, but I need to play out this bounce land. Because otherwise, if I use this turn to play Amulet and then I don't do anything, then next turn, in order to play this Azusa, it's gonna cost me my Gemstone Mine, and then I'm gonna be stuck with no green mana, which is terrible. Oh, thank you, Argus. Yeah, it was cool. I thought it was a great event. Yeah, I'm just gonna play out my lands basically and hope that I find another Steerings or a bounce land. I had a lot of fun at the event, and it really got me excited to try to attend more events in the future. So I'm gonna try to do that if I can. Okay. Ping you. So it's definitely not Dredge. That part we know. It's probably not Burn. Such a master. Opponent representing Bolt. I'm actually kind of excited to not play anything here. Just pass the turn. Sandbag my Azusa. Wait for my opponent to tap out to do whatever they do. Okay, Valakut. Now we know for sure what my opponent's up to. Okay, so we're going to try to go for it here. If they don't have another Bolt, they simply die. And if they do have another Bolt... So this is very interesting, actually. Do we put them on a second Bolt? Because if we put them on a second Bolt, then playing this out is gonna be better. Seikoth, I went 10 of 5. Do we put them on second Bolt? Because if they don't have second Bolt, then this delays me yet another turn. But now that I drew an actual land, I don't need to go all in on this Azusa. I don't think it's that clear cut. I think I'm gonna jam because my opponent already used one Bolt. But I don't think it's that clear cut. But I'm for sure not gonna put them on third Bolt. That part is clear. They did have it. Yep, they did have it. So I can pact for another Azusa here and bounce the Boros Garrison and play out the basic forest. That doesn't sound bad. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I still have one more land drop to give. Play Azusa. Play basic. Pass the turn. Then we're gonna pay for upkeep. Pay for pact and upkeep. If they have main deck Mombuli Acid Moss, they got me. They don't even have double green. Anger. Yikes. Man, my opponent just had all the answers over there. It's funny that they kept a super removal heavy hand, which should be terrible against me, but somehow it worked for them. It happens sometimes. Wow, so many removal spells. And they even wasted the one on the Walking Ballista. Because they play Lightning Bolt, the latest the successful breach lists that I've seen lately have been running Chalice of the Void, because Chalice is insane right now. So, because they have Bolt and Anger, I'm gonna put them on Scapeshift instead of Requiem Breach. So if they just play one more land here, then I'm going to simply haste the Titan. and I'm not going to play around. I'm not going to go for Pact. But we'll see what they do, because if they do just make a land drop here, I think I'm going to, yeah, I would say they just make a land drop. So I think I'm not going to attack with this Titan, and I'm going to transmute for Blue Pact. Never mind. We can... This allows me to get my cake and eat it too. Is that how that phrase works out? I don't even know how that phrase works out. So I'm not gonna put them on double bold. That's just too much. So here we're gonna go for it. We're gonna haste Vesuva, Stronghold, Vesuva, copy Boros Garrison. And I want to have blue sources in play, so I'm just gonna let this appear. I am playing with Coalition Relic indeed, Blackhawk. Yeah, Titan is a 2-turn, but Titan coming down kills my own Titan, so I need to counter their Titan if they Titan. Titan. Bounce, Stronghold, go to combat, swing, yes, Tolaria, Simic Growth. Yeah, it was very nice to have a top deck this Tolaria West, because it allows me to play way more freely here. Now my opponent is straight up dead, and there's nothing they can do about it. Dead. Prime time on Pridem action. You decide if 2 or 3 is best. Seikoth, I'm playing with, this is my GPLA list, and I ran 2 relics this past weekend. I am going to be testing going up to 3 relics, and probably I will even test going up to 4 relics. And we're gonna do that tomorrow. Yep. Coalition Relic is also the nuts against. Coalition Relic is also the nuts against. What am I trying to say here? The thing. Damping Sphere. Thank you. Solid hand. We only need a single land. My opponent is very likely to go after... Okay. Sure, okay. So the way I'm going to sequence this is I'm going to lead on Kalni, so next turn I can double spell. I get punished by Detention Sphere, Damping Sphere, sorry. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, in Seikoth, we're gonna try them on stream, so... It will be everybody's thoughts, and it won't really be thoughts, it would be more like experiences. But yeah, so as I was saying, if my opponent has a Braid or any way to answer my Amulet and I go turn 1 Amulet, that means that I'm not gonna be able to play Scout on 2, and that is, I think, way more punishing than my opponent denying me from playing 2 spells here. So I think it's much better for me to lead on Kalni, even though it's pretty bad. But yeah. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't Edgar, it was Dom Harvey. Dom Harvey was the mastermind that figured that out, and he was pretty shy about it. He was playing 3 Swartooth, which I think are terrible, or 4 Swartooth, and only a single relic. And I looked at his list, and I thought, well, there's no way Swartooth is a modern playable card, so we're not gonna do there. But I was talking to both Daryl and Edgar, and I told them that I really thought that Coalition Relic had potential, and then we started testing it, and it worked out very, very well. Like I kept telling them how impressed I was by the card, and they were telling me that they were just as impressed as I was. And then Edgar, I think he tried going all the way up to 4 at GP Toronto. He was playing like Pentat Prism. He said Pentat Prism was terrible. He said Prism was terrible, but that Relic just consistently overperformed for him, which I agree, because it was the same. It was the same case for me. Swinging with Plant, obviously. So here we want to find. Here we want to find a bounce land off the top. Preferably a green bounce land, but we can do without a green. We can just do with Boros Garrison if that's what we draw. But we want to have some kind of bounce land effect of sorts. Kalni Hard Expedition is pretty nuts here, actually. If my opponent finds a fetch land, or even if they have like another land plus ramp spell, they are kind of, yeah, they're gonna have Scapeshift mana next turn. Okay, so that's fine. I don't care about it. In fact, the fact that they use their Destructive Reverie there is pretty great for me, because now I can slam the Relic. The only thing that worries me is if I am close to being dead, which might happen actually. I'm not gonna be dead this turn, but I might be dead on the following turn, and these prime times without an amulet might be simply a little bit too slow. Also, I'm at 18, which is a good number for them. And I need to find an untapped source. Yeah, Blackhawk, I made a new sideboard guide for subscribers to the channel. Okay, any bounce land or untapped source gives me a Titan here. Nope. Pimped Manolith. Well, I mean, it's double Manolith, right? That's what makes it good. It's not just a pimp Manolith. It's just insane. Yeah, well, Ariana, I talk about that in the sideboard guide, right? The Tron matchup is very interesting in that sense. But I think that what really matters is the Karns and stuff. Money K01, thank you very much for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Enjoy your emotes, and let me know if you want to get access to the sideboard guide, and just send me a private message. So we're super dead here, right? We are absurdly dead here. Let's say Valakut, that's bad. That's a Scapeshift, so we're dead. Yeah, my draw just ended up not quite working out. We can go squatter them for value, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe they make a mistake and they get out all their basics. If my opponent is at all proficient at playing Scapeshift, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, so Ariana, going back to that Tron sideboarding, I rarely die to Thought-Knot Seers, as in I don't think I've ever died to Thought-Knot Seers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So even if I destroy one of the lands and they don't have anyone remaining, I still die. I'm just gonna make my opponent afraid. And maybe they will go fetch a basic and they will show me how many that they are running. So there's some information to be gained here. There's definitely some info to be gained. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they're running 7 basics. Good to know. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to know how many basics I need to play around. On the play, I don't think I want to change anything. I think one Rex Sage is enough for Colony Hard Expedition. I don't want to be going the Engineered Explosive route. Cause breaking the Valakut does literal nothing. That's why I didn't destroy the Valakut. Ugh. We don't even have a blue source. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. We got a new follower? Yeah, Manny K09, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Multi-2 probably not gonna get there. By the way, I wanted to keep the 3, but I misclicked on the mulligan, so I so that also didn't help. Also, Spare Players is very likely to not get there here. If this were a negate, I would be a little bit more hopeful, but yep. The daggers. My opponent going. This is just BM right here. That's just bad manners. They just wanna. They're just looking at me on the floor and just after like kicking my ass, and they are just like spitting on me now. Oh, that's funny. They had to pay 3 for Steve. That's great. Whoops. Yeah, I'm blocking. Blocking. Gotcha. We had like a slightly better chance at least, I guess. On 2. I have won matches on Mules to 4. I'm struggling to remember if I have won matches on a Mule to 3. I don't remember having done it. But I have never won a game on a Mule 2. I've never won a game on a Mule 2 too. Interesting that my opponent didn't crack this Elder. They like actually missed a land drop there. Yeah, I mean they could have drawn this Cinder Glade. That's a misplay on my opponent's part. So I know they have a Cinder Glade. Probably are gonna be playing this Forest out. Nope, just playing the Cinder Glade from hand. If this is a prime time, we can concede. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, we just concede. Cool. Well, it happened. I'm not particularly upset that I lost on a Mule 2. Not particularly upset, so it happens. Yeah, I think taking me to 18 is so much less value than like missing a land drop there could have actually been relevant. Okay, my opponent's playing 61 cards over there. Spicy. So here we have Scout on 1, we have Cavern in case we're playing against Control, though I'm not, I'd rather see a Bojuki Bog here than a Cavern. Even a Kavita Crossroads, I think, in the current meta is going to be more relevant than this Cavern. I think I'm going to mulligan this. We are just missing too many pieces and we're on the play. This hand is much better. Bottom Ballista, Amulet on 1, pass the turn. Map Wizards, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Now I really want to have that Ballista back. I really want to have that Ballista back now. I think I play this out, and this sets up for a Titan next turn. Unless they kill this this Scout. I didn't know they had a cursor, right? That's why I didn't block the Steve. I blocked the Steve. Cursor is not a regular a well widely played card in that deck, so so here we just Lamb a Titan, right? Nothing really to think about. Can I die to the Ink Moth? That's the only thing that is mildly worrisome. Because I cannot answer the Overseer this turn. My opponent seems to be on Affinity. Well, I mean, they are on Affinity. They are not on Hardened Scales because of the Ornithopter. I guess the Single Pass too. So I think I want to find Vesuva Ghost Squatter. Yeah, yeah, so I think I want to keep the Ghost Squatter in play. Which means that I'm going to hold the Sanctuary in hand. Bounce here. Pact. Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan. Borders Garrison. Slayer Stronghold. Yep. So this was a Mul to 6. Solid Mul to 6, not gonna lie. We're gonna get Vesuva and we're gonna get a Kalni Garden here. I don't want to rely on this Scout surviving in order to make sure that I don't die to my Pact on upkeep. So I think I'm just gonna get the Kalni here. Vesuva copying Ghost Squatter. Because my opponent can like top deck a Ravager and maybe kill me. Seems like the only way that I lose this game. I guess arguably I could be losing to... Could I be losing to them like double Gal Blast in my prime time? But that sounds very unlikely. They just concede. Okay. Against Affinity. Bring in Explosives. Bring in Rexage and Grip. Bring it Hornet Queen. And I don't want to think, so I'm just gonna go to my sideboard guide. Alright. Yep. That's what I want. -1 Bojuki Bog. Minus Pact of Negation. -2 Trinkets. -2 Scouts. -1 Pact. -1 Steerings. Beautiful. Beautiful. I gotta say, it's kind of nice to have access to a sideboard guide, because you just don't even need to think about it. You basically just think about it one time, and then that covers all of your futures. Think about it. Man, these hands have been rough today. Yikes. Woo! Okay. Again, Ballista on top. That's hilarious. I need any source. So we can probably concede here. I guess we pass. My opponent's clock is not the fastest, but if they show me a Ravager, a Plating, or an Overseer, yeah, now we can concede safely. Okay. Let's try again. I like this sideboard, and this is fine. Where's the link to the guide? Mobile formatting is so weird. You need to, Sean is a hero. You need to send me a private message, and I will send it to you. Now this is actually a fine hand. Finally, we can keep this. Okay. Alright, like send in a couple of guides to some new subs, and now we go on to the match. What do we want to find here? Probably a bounce land. I already have blue sources, I already have white sources. I think I'm gonna hedge towards the blue ones. And I think I'm gonna play out T-West on 2. Yep. T-West on 2. Susa on 3. My opponent is going off over there. Oh my. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, here, real question. Guide send, Sean is a hero, there you got it. Do we path this EOT? I feel like we do. It gives my opponent access to their mana, which they've been missing, but them untapping with Overseer can be problematic down the road. They might Blood Moon me this coming turn, but I think that I will already have a Titan on board, so the Blood Moon will probably be too late. And I think we do... We already have Tulare in hand. We probably do Simic Boros. I feel like I want to double bounce land here. Bounce here and probably bounce GQ. Because GQ can give me access to another basic forest if I want to. I mean that means that my Titan is not dying, right? They just concede. Sweet. Update over here real quick. Quick 2-0 against Affinity. 2-0 versus Affinity. And this was actually 1-2 versus Ray Green Titan Shift. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I want to gamble on them not having a second basic. Seems very unnecessary. The style pawns though. The style pawns though, if we get them. If we get him, that would be cool. Snap mulligan here, unfortunately. Ugh. This hand would be so great with a single basic. Well, today not our day, people. Today not our day. Yikes. The good thing is, oh, never mind. The good thing is, nope. I was gonna say, if we're against John, this hand is actually not horrendous against John. I showed them this already, so... The unfortunate thing is I need to play this out in order to find, to be able to pay for pack on the following turn. Whoa. No other cycle? That's very weird. I can definitely beat just this guy. If this is a Fulminator, though, then we're fucked. Yep. 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 Next turn, I'm gonna transmute for Bojuka Bog if I can. Okay. Alright. This could be much worse. Now pacting for Bog doesn't sound like that good of an idea though, but 1, 2. I'm pretty dead here though. I don't think I can beat the second Fulminator. Mull to 4. Mull to 4, not amazing. What do I think of the new set so far? Which new set would that be? The Horizons one? I think it could be a very exciting set. I don't know how good it's actually going to be, but it could be pretty awesome. I think it's very cool to try to bring legacy playable cards to modern. That's a pact. Is this gonna be a Beast Within? Beast Within here could be pretty brutal here, actually. Yep. Yikes. Okay, so we can safely concede. We're not beating this. Okay, Living End. Here we go. Gonna bring in Tormod Script, all of our counter magic. And I don't expect them to have Blood Moon. They had way too many Grove of the Burn Willows over there. We can do this, and we can do this. Let's try this again. Let's draw reasonable cards for once. Yep, these certainly qualify as reasonable cards. These certainly qualify as reasonable cards. So this is turn 3 kill. Unless my opponent has the Evoke guy, which I can't remember the name. Yeah, when we are playing the bog out for no value whatsoever, if I'm my opponent, I am very scared right here. This is a Pro Amulet player stream, yes. It is official. I have 1 pro point, with, as the name suggests, means that I am in consequence a professional player. So that's precisely how it works, I think. So yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, you didn't have the... Yeah, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. Ooh, this is spice here. Beast Within, my Sanctuary in response. That's pretty hot, actually. That's pretty sick. And now this stupid Beast token is enabling my opponent to cast the Demonic Dread. That's pretty good. Yeah, well played, OP. Well played. What legacy cards would I want to see? Okay, what legacy cards do I want to see? Or what legacy cards do I expect to see? Because what I would want to see is a reprint. It's a reprint of Exploration. Yes, that would be pretty great. What I expect to see, I think Counterspell is pretty reasonable. I think Force of Will and that kind of stuff might be a little bit too much. But I would expect to not see Wasteland. Wasteland is completely broken. We can probably see something like Maze of Ith. Maze of Ith would be super interesting. Yeah, Aaron, I'm feeling much better right now, fortunately. Thank you. Okay. What's going on here? And I missed the question. What are your thoughts on Baloth versus Thragtusk? My thoughts are that right now I want to be playing Thragtusk. The reason for that is number one, there's a lot of Blood Moons in the meta. Number two, I don't think the discard clause is particularly relevant right now. Blockhuck, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Appreciate your support. If you want to have access to the CyberGuard, send me a message and I'll send it to you. Okay, so what do we do here? Do we steerings or do we scout? I think we steerings. I guess I take the gemstone. It's tempting to take the amulet there, but I'm like literally staring at an ingot sure, so not particularly. It would have been fine to find it. It would have been nice to have a Tormod script there. That's what I was actively looking for. Well, I put him fetch so quick there. Not digging this. Yeah. So they're gonna cast Living End, hold priority, cycle something in response, and then get a bunch of dudes into play. Yeah, this is pretty bad. My opponent... That makes me so sad right there. That makes me so freaking sad. Yeah, I noticed. I'm not a big fan. I personally do enjoy Crypt quite a bit. 6, 10, 17. I think I let this resolve. They will need to cycle 2 cards or just 1. I think they will need to cycle. Oh, maybe it's just 1. Oh, I counted +2 only once. I mean, I go to 1. I don't think I'm winning this game at this point anyway, so it's not particularly relevant, but... Is there anything I can do? I'm just 1 turn too short. My opponent's play of that upkeep, bouncing the Sanctuary in response to the Beast Within the Sanctuary in response to the triggers was pretty good, because it also blanked my steerings. Unfortunately, I had to go for it. Like, there was no way for me to play around it, but it was pretty good. Yep, I'm dead. We dead, boys. Look at Living End being interactive and shit. Crazy. Come on, therapists really think we're doing it. Yeah. I don't think that card is gonna be particularly insane. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. It's gonna be awkward. I think we were on the play all 4 matches so far. Really awkward draw, but if I draw a Titan, this is a turn 3 kill, so seems good enough for me. Yep, Argus 42, Cyber Guide sent, V Pasos. Ve Pasos, ahí te va la guía. Yeah! Coming into play and tapped. Woo! Turn 1, untapped Vesuva. Oh, we're playing against Bogles? How great is this? How great is this? We got the buy. We did get the buy. That's great. That is great. Untap source? No untap source. Never lucky. Never lucky. I think I'm gonna play it slow. Basically because I can afford to. My opponent's clock is pretty much inexistent. I'm gonna play this out. Play out a Colony Garden. And I still haven't found a Titan. Still haven't found a Titan, so I want to make sure that I answer this before I mess with any of the... Sure. Suit it up. Suit it up. No blocks. Classic cycle into nothing. We're playing 2 explosives, so this is even more of a buy than than it usually is. It already is kind of an amazing matchup, and with second explosives, it's even more than it usually is. There's our Titan. Sweet, so this game is officially over. Do we actually have a kill here? Play 2 amulets, land 1, Azusa, 1 mana floating, land 2, land 3, transmute, 9 mana. Yeah, we actually have a kill here. Alright, this is great. I imagine how my opponent's feeling from the other side. They look at their board and they're like, I cannot beat my opponent's board right now. And then their opponent goes ahead and they play 2 cards into their own engineered explosives. I wonder what they are thinking. I wonder what they are thinking over there. Because it definitely seems funny. I cannot double strike though, so that's relevant, I guess. If we can call that relevant. We're gonna be exactly 1 mana short of double striking, unfortunately. So we're simply going to get to set up for another Titan next turn, so we don't die to not finding a threat. Oof! I almost made a mistake there. Getting ahead of myself. We're gonna get that on the second trigger, not right now. Oh, did I just fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. Yep, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. It's still not gonna matter. It's yeah. Oh, they're at 16. Never mind. They're dead. I guess I fucked it up, but I didn't fuck it up enough. So yeah. I fucked it up, but I did not fuck it up enough. I didn't notice they were at 16, to be honest with everyone. Tell me more about how you're playing Bogles in 2019. All right, Bagels. We find Bagels. Bogles. Where did I put Bogles? Did I put it in combo? I did not put Bogles in combo. That doesn't sound right. Has to be in aggro. Are they all not? Yeah, that's kind of weird. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this, but some decks are not showing up in the list to the side. Aggro human stretch. Or did I simply forget to add Bogles? I might have forgotten to add Bogles. Let's do that real quick. Apologize for this. Okay, let's sideboard. How I know that we have to sideboard. Okay. There we go. Did I just forget to add Bogles? That's so weird. Mono Red Phoenix? Yep, I literally just forgot to add Bogles. That's really funny. Alright, fixed. Fixed. So we want 2 path, that's 5, and we want -1 ballista, -1 bog, -1 pact, -1 coalition relic, and -1 Azusa. So the reason why we're taking out 1 coalition relic, it's I expect my opponents to be bringing in stony silence, because if they are smart, they will know that well, you know that literally the best card in our deck is engineered explosive, so they will want to prevent me from blowing their board. So, and the reason why I'm bringing in path is because of both Gadok Teague and Core Spirit Dancer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Amulet on 1 here. I can afford to do it. It's going to allow me to very easily double spell next turn if I find anything, or I can simply transmute in order to get explosives and make sure that I don't die. Is the new guide in the... No, it's a new one. It's a Stardust. Since you're a subscriber, send me a private message here on Twitch or whatever you want. And I will send you the new file. It is still a Google Docs, but it's a different Google Docs. I wonder if they're gonna suit up their dude, or they're... Okay, so they're just gonna suit up their dude. That's fine. Okay, let's think. Is there any way that I die this coming turn? Seems not particularly likely. So I think I just use this turn to transmute for a pact. I get absolutely destroyed by exactly Damping Sphere. But I think it's worth it. So we're gonna float blue. So we're basically setting up the kill for this coming turn. Transmute for Summoner's Pact. And we have the kill rolled up. Unless my opponent has... If they have a path, I can beat that. If they have... what could I not beat, maybe? Damping Sphere, I can't really beat. If they tap out... Yeah, okay, they tap out, they're dead. Sweet. You were so close, opponent. You were so close. Kind of unfortunate that now you're going to die. I can even use this path to exile to ramp. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that play on when I did the debrief against Burn in the MCQ. It was pretty insane. I basically used my path in order to ramp because I had the double W and the Droba with no green mana, and I had Boros Garrison, so I preemptively played the Azusa, float a bunch of mana, then I play Boros Garrison twice, I float a white mana in order to path my own Azusa, both amulets trigger, and that's how I get my double green mana in order to cast my Titan. It was great. It was great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Haste this guy. Haste Azusa for value. Hell yeah. Don't even need that extra land drop. I don't know why my opponent's making me go through this. But whatever. Can you die, please? Thank you. Johnny Angulo 60. Actually, soon. Now that GPLA. So far, I've been doing almost exclusively modern. Let's be honest. Because I was testing for GPLA, which happened this past weekend. So now that I am not testing for the event anymore, now I can actually go back to mixing things up like I used to do back in the day. The Bogles matchup is very, very good, in case anybody was wondering. Sneep. Let's see what we're playing against. My opponent says, oh boy. Oh, this is this is actually somebody that was checking out the stream. They're like, they are going to go turn off the stream. Gundog, yes. Discord. Whoa. All right. Prime time? No. Scout on 1. It's pretty sweet as well. This is an extremely solid hand if we find the Titan for the mirror. So we're basically 1 Titan away from winning. With packed backup, which is pretty good. If I were to say it. Whoops. Have to give me 1 second. Start the slot. There you go. Lists sent. Okay, my opponent gets Simic Growth. We're gonna be doing a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that. Now we're gonna pass. We should be, again, we should be advantaged to win this game if we find a Titan or a Tolaria West. So hopefully, the only mirror I have ever lost, day 2 of the CG Worcester. Yeah. Well, Edgar is... Yeah, Edgar is one that you might see yourself losing to, for sure. So my opponent gets the Pact of Negation. We got that cover that we need a primetime. Primetime? Because I expect my opponent to get ahead on Primeval Titans, I think I'm gonna get Ghost Quarter here, which is very weird. But I think it's the correct play. I really wish I had found a Titan or something like that. Or a Tolaria West. Gundog, thank you for the follow. For the subscription, my bad. Damn. Thank you for the continued support. Sweet. Asusa's feeling frisky, so she's gonna get in there. This should basically make it so I cannot get hasted out of the game, because my opponent doesn't have an amulet yet, so... Yeah, so it seems like what's about to happen here. I think that we're advantaged to win this game, as long as we somehow figure out a way... Ooh, my opponent did not flash a land, EOT? What's that about? What is that about? Huh. Kakwan, there you go. Yeah, sorry, all the Discord messages, I won't be able to get to them right now, so I will get to them later. We are... Yeah. This is good. This is good. They're tightening, we're pacting. Because of Scout, we are going to be able to pay for Pact on Upkeep. El Pactorino resolves. Now my opponent will need to pay for Pact on their next turn. Gabo, yeah, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Subscriber number 7 today. Hell yeah. I think I'd rather just flash this on upkeep and hold the land in hand. So we're gonna be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'd rather use the Gemstone Mine counter over leaving Ghost Squatter untapped. Let's not lose the game. Throw a Titan? No Titan. No Titan. Gabo, yeah, thank you for the follow too. Sweet, thank you. So my opponent has the Pact of Negation in hand. Is it worth it for me to go squatter them here? It's not, right? They only need to pay for Summoner's Pact. I think I just let this go. I could have forced them to use the Gemstone Mine counter. Now I know about their Pact of Negation though, and they're gonna be able to pay for it, which is pretty awkward. Man, we really... we really whiffed a little bit too much here. We really did whiff a little bit too much. Titan. That doesn't do anything. Not gonna play it out, because I don't want Explosives on 1 to blow me out. Unfortunately though, I'm very, very doubtful that this Azusa is gonna get there for me. We just never seen a Titan, which is very unfortunate. I think my opponent might be on the whitelist, so I'm going to sideboard for that. Yeah, they have another Titan. Shit. Yep. Oh. Oh, that one. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's a really, really, really good trade for me. I'll take that every day of the week. Yes, thank you. Okay, so they're holding up a bounce land to blank my GQ. Damn it. We know about their Pact of Negation, which makes all of this very, very awkward. It really makes all of this very, very awkward. Damn, I can't believe we haven't seen a single Titan so far. No Titans, no Tolarias. We even stared, and we only passed through a single Pact of a Summoner's Pact. That guy's fine. Ah, daggers. The reason I say daggers is because this means that my out was for this Ghost Quarter to cover this semi-growth chamber, so my opponent cannot they cannot actually pact me. Do I want to tap my opponent out here? I think I do want to tap my opponent out. Here comes the Pact of Negation. Yeah. This might be a bad use of a Ghost Quarter. Especially if they have a bounce land to bounce, which I don't think they do. So this basically taps them out, costs them a gemstone counter. Definitely trading Azusa here, I don't care about this card. So that's gonna cost them the gemstone counter, and it's gonna the Coalition Relic use. They also forgot to float a mana, which happens. That's one of the things that I was the most proud of. I didn't miss a single Coalition Relic end of turn trigger, so I was very happy about that. Second gemstone. Woo! Opponent getting on the offensive. Alright, let's stop the Gate Titan and win this game. Matt Nickel MTD, you just sent me a private message. And what's up? Sweet. My opponent is completely tapped out. And we got lucky enough. Legendary Chaos. Thank you very much for that Twitch subscription, tier 1 subscription. No Twitch Prime, just good old regular sub. This should be game over. Yeah, my opponent respects that I'm not gonna mess it up. But yeah, hell yeah, we got 8 subscribers today. That's insane. Thanks everybody for the support. Definitely gonna be spamming some prime times in the chat right there. Okay, sideboarding for the mirror. The mirror. This tilts me a little bit, but I chose to put Amulet in the mirror section in the guide. I know it's kind of like against what I keep constantly saying, but usually the mirror ends up. It's funny because it's either completely lopsided and it plays exactly just like a combo matchup, or it is extremely intricate and there's like a lot of plays, so there's a lot of tiny small edges to be gaining, which is very funny to me that, you know, the same matchup can be so different every single time. Minus one Azusa, minus Ballista, minus one Scout, minus one Steerings. It's possible I should be taking a second. This is one of the matchups where I'm a little bit iffy and not entirely sure. It's possible that the scout should stay in, and I should take out one of the explosives instead. I think Trinket Mage is very important in this matchup. Because, well, Amulet is the most important card. But yeah. Yeah, keep this. Turn 1 Scout. I'm gonna do turn 1 Amulet. Hopefully they play an Amulet here, because that would be pretty good. The good thing is I can bait this out, which I would probably be okay with. Damn, my opponent is next level. I was not expecting that. Okay. I think I'd rather take this game slow. Negate? That is fine. Do we pass this scout? Probably not. It's possible that my opponent might be short on lands. Nah, there's no way they're short on lands. Let's see what they do. Mad Nickel MTG, you can find that here. I just think that 3 paths is fine. See what they do here. Okay, so they don't have a bounce land. We know that for a fact now, because that was the moment to play a bounce land, so... Well, I guess my opponent is like next level in me at every point. I've been digging just a 3-path. Tolaria. Sure, let's play this out. So basically, the red version is better in the early game. The white version is better in the late game, because Path answers Titans, but you know, Path doesn't answer Scout nor Azusa. So I think that answering Titans is more important than answering Scouts or Azusas. And you can also always answer Scouts or Azusas with the help of explosives. Having basically stolen a negate from my opponent's hand there feels very nice though. So they're probably gonna go for what I think is the correct play, which is to transmute for Cavern. So my opponent's playing correctly. They're being very, very smart. Yep. Very well played, OP. Very well played. We're just gonna keep playing it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, no flash EOT is... That one is a mistake though. That one is 100% a mistake. They definitely want to have access to more lands in play. Summoner's Pact is fine. Prime time. Encounter over prime time resolves. These are MM2, I think. Not allowing those. They fetch the correct lands. They have a T-West in hand. That's their second T-West though. I think I want a path now, because if they have a pact and they counter this path, that's gonna use up their last gemstone counter. And I'm also a little bit short on white mana, so gemstone mine would be a fine draw here. Oh, that's also pretty good. Okay, that one is a mistake. They can counter here if they want, that's fine. So now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 2 packs to pay for. They are probably going to be flashing in Simic Growth here. Flashing in Terraria, I mean, so they don't, so it doesn't cost them their gemstone counter. They wasted 1 mana there, but it's not gonna be relevant. I don't think. They could have ended up with the basic forest untapped. If they want to stare, then that was bad, but I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Okay. Pay for pact. And note that I didn't I did what I did just so I didn't get blown out by my opponent's onboard Ghost Quarter. Because if I bounce the Celestial Sanctuary, then instead of like bouncing the T-West, then I don't have 4 mana to pay for Pact. I forgot to note that. It would be nice to have access to white mana here though, because now if my opponent has a bounce land, they're gonna be able to haste their Titan. Which sucks for me. Play now the Stronghold in case I draw very well, basically. It basically leaves Simic Growth Chamber as an out. If they just have a Titan in hand, then they just have a Titan in hand. Yeah, they just have a Titan in hand. Madlikel MTG, thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thanks for the support. Send me a private message or a whisper in Twitch if you want me to send you the Cyber Guide. My opponent has Titan superiority here, unfortunately. They're gonna get in 1 hit at least. Yeah. Having tapped out of both white mana is very bad there. Very, very bad. Just send me a message, Chaos. Twitter, Discord, here on Twitch, whatever you think works best. If you have it here on Twitch, it's simply a matter of, I have it here. I'm on Twitch right now, so I can like send it to you right now. If I have to like go on Discord and find you and everything, it's gonna take more time. So you'll have to wait until the end of the stream. I totally did not see what my opponent bounced there. So they have Stronghold in hand and Toleria. We're gonna let this go. 8. Alright, cool. So we're gonna get Summoner's Pact, Primeval Titan, cast Primeval Titan. Sure. So here I cannot haste, but I can transmute. So I can do... guess I can do Tolaria plus Sanctuary. This seems good. The reason for this is I can transmute for another pack. My opponent doesn't have a negate because they would have negated my Summoner's Pact. That would have been definitely the correct play. So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply going to transmute here for another Summoner's Pact, and I'm simply gonna path this main phase. Maybe I should have pathed an upkeep, but this is probably still fine. It was smart of them, from them to bounce the Stronghold, of course, so I couldn't copy it with Vesuva. So now they are going to... they don't need to pay for Pact, so they're going to transmute, cast Titan, they're gonna haste it, and they can play 2 lands, so they can probably also double strike. So I should be dead here. I should be dead. Can't wait for you to be later. Take the cyber. Yeah, thanks, Matt Nickel. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's a Stronghold again. You just sent me what is called a Whisper, Blackhawk. Alright. There's a Sideboard Guide, Matthew Nickel, and there is the Sideboard Guide. Thanks for the message. So their hand is Tolaria that I know of, and that's basically it. So I guess they have it here. Yeah, they should have lethal here. So they are going to transmute, they're going to fetch Stronghold plus Bounce Land. They do have enough bounce lands. So they're gonna get Stronghold plus Bounce Land. They're going to bounce the Sunhome, sorry, plus Bounce Land. They're gonna bounce Sunhome. Then they're going to play it for turn. Then they're going to haste Titan, they're going to attack with Titan, and on the attack trigger they're going to get Bounce Land plus Gemstone Might, bounce the Gemstone Might, flash it in with Scout, swing for 16. And playing out the Rex Sage to chump block wouldn't have changed that, so it's whatever. We're dead here, but I am going to make my opponent see it, basically. They say geometry is just the mathematical, just mess you up. Yeah, Frollo Baggins, that's what I was saying. I didn't, either somebody cheeses the other person out of the game, or the mirror becomes like very close and very like tight and about very small percentages. Like here, my opponent simply drew more Titans than I did, and they drew them naturally, whereas I basically had the amulets, but I didn't have the Titans. So had I had found the Titans, I would have been ahead because the amulet puts you ahead. But yeah, my opponent sees the line, and I think they are simply gonna kill me. I'm just F6, and then just let them do the thing. But I can catch up with Chad in the meantime. Yeah, so there's the guide, Aaron. What? Why was the whisper not delivered? Okay, there we go. Now it's fine. Gabuya. Yes, this is a whisper. You're good. Yes, there you go, Gabuya. And my opponent, yeah, they played correctly and they didn't miss the line, so they killed me. Sweet. Good for them. La guía de la Saderame ya estoy empezando a jugarlo el viernes. Sí, por supuesto, Blackhawk. Mira, Blackhawk, va a haber dos guías ahí que te acabo de mandar. Una de ellas tiene... son solamente los numeritos, mientras que la otra tiene todas las descripciones de los matchups. Yo recomiendo que te estudies las descripciones de los matchups y demás, pero que al final del día los numeritos los puedes imprimir y llevar acá al torneo. No son importantes los numeritos, pero puede ser que te ayuden igual. He delivered it twice, Iron? Okay, sure. Okay, changes that we might want to do. On the play, I probably want to have another scout instead of the explosives. That sounds reasonable. Keep. Awkward to find these two, but it kinda is what it is. Also, it would be nice to find a blue source so we can actually start trinketing. My opponent leaves a card on top. Rexage. Another Summoner's Pact. Well, Hannah, we're gonna have to wait a couple more turns here. If they have the Azusa, we're gonna be in trouble here. Yep, they have the Azusa, damn it. Or even worse, a Rexage would be backbreaking for us. No, they have the Azusa. So they have a mine in hand. Are they gonna transmute here? No. Probably Ballista on 2. Man, the naturally drawn Azusa was pretty good there. I don't understand why they didn't use the gemstone mine to transmute there. Oh, that explains why I should shut up and just let my opponent do their thing. They're doing fine over there. What can I do here? Yeah, this... If this had been a semi-ghost chamber, we would have won. If any of this would have been either an Azusa or a Rexage, we would have won. But the way this all ended up working out, we are going to die now. Crap. K-Grip? Yes, K-Grip is currently what I've been running, and I've been reasonably happy with it. I've been no more than reasonably happy. M2, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Subscriber number 10. Holy crap. Wow, the subs turned upside down somehow. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Well, thank you for the support. Send me a whisper or a message, whatever's the most comfortable for you, and I'll get back to you with the sideboard guide if you're interested in checking it out. So they cannot kill me here. Just gonna F6. They cannot kill me here, but they can 16 me and hold up Ghost Quarter, which is probably like the best bet for them. Yeah, that gemstone mine that they didn't play out, it's probably gonna cost them a little bit. I guess they're gonna still be fine. Definitely, if they are smart, they want to find Ghost Quarter here for sure. Ghost Quarter is probably even better than Tolaria West for Summoner's Pact. I mean, it's strictly better than Tolaria. Yeah, okay, so they... Unless they have the GQ in hand, which I'm not going to play around, then this is probably a mistake on their part. Because Ghost Quarter does effectively the same as Summoner's Pact in this scenario, except that it doesn't force them to pay an upkeep. So they have Tolaria Gemstone in hand and Stronghold. There's a Gemstone, so they have Stronghold, Tolaria, so this is gonna be Upact, and yeah, that's it. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. I was still hoping that we could find Blue Sword, Simic Growth Chamber. If we find Simic Growth... Oh, we can't win anymore, so it's fine. Alright, they got me. They got me. My hands, I think they were fine keeps, but they, definitely didn't work out. It's funny that I drew 4 cards total, and 3 of those 4 cards were Summoner's Pacts, which is sketch, but sure. My opponent's nice there. They're sending nice messages in chats, so I appreciate it. Thank you, Oli4. Thanks for the games. Yeah. But you can see how what I was saying about the mirror games. Game number 1 and number 3 were not the most interactive. It was simply like one person's deck really cooperated and the other one did not. But the second one was very skill intensive, and my opponent played very well. Yeah, and you played very well too, Siphonis. There were like a couple of small mistakes that it didn't end up mattering in game 1, but yeah, everything besides that was actually pretty good. So we have some options here. I can go ahead. In any case, I doubt that I'm going to be able to finish a league. But we can try running the 3rd Coalition Relic in place of the 2nd Explosives. Or maybe in place of the Trinket Mage, actually. Huh, that's interesting. I mean, we can try both, I guess. I have been really digging my Cyber, though. So by taking 1 explosive, I definitely want 3 explosives, and by taking 1 out, then that means that I will need to take something else out, which I'm not really loving. Okay, so let's do this. I can play a couple of matches. I'm not gonna be able to finish a full league, but I definitely wanna, get started on the whole triple relic thing. See how that works out. Yes, it's very minor. You forgot to add like some coalition counters, and you forgot to like flash in a land in game 1 at the end of turn with Secure Drive Scout, which didn't really put you behind by a relevant amount, so it was not really major. You're fine. And greetings, Sateska. Thanks for hanging out today. You think X Mage is good to start landing before physical? Honestly, I think X Mage is terrible. I could not play X Mage, but if you can work with X Mage, then it's definitely a fine option, especially because you don't need to actually spend money on it, which is great. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna do. I think it's gonna be turn one, turn one basic for me. What would this deck play Living Wish if it gets printed in Modern Horizons? I don't think so. Living Wish is kind of a little bit weird. Scalding Tarn. This is probably Phoenix, I would say, if I had to guess. Yep. That answers the question. See what my opponent has here. The dreaded Phoenix matchup. Okay, sweet. Just making sure that I sent everybody their sideboard guides. And we should be good. Well, we're gonna get attacked by 6 here? Is that what's going on? Sure. Charted Course is interesting. They have another Phoenix? I was really hoping I would top deck the Majuka Bog there. I was very excited about slamming that Natty Bog right there. No such luck, but damn, my opponent likes to leave dangerously, huh? My opponent really likes to leave dangerously. So next turn we can transmute, and we're still gonna be short of casting Titan. Shit. So next time I had to go. My first GP with it was bored of 17 years teaching English in a foreign country, so I had a lot of time on my hands. I've done. Especially this is my endorsement for X-Mage. Fair enough. I mean, if it works for you, my friend. If it works for you, then use whatever works for you. It's pretty straightforward. I think it looks very bad, and the interface is pretty counterintuitive, if that's a word that I may use. But yeah, I mean I think it endorses the rules, right? It enforces the rules, I mean. So you can't like draw extra cards and stuff like that, because when I was a kid I used to play Apprentice, which was bad. Which was pretty damn bad, but you know, it was free, so if they don't get the Phoenixes back here, I should win. They do get their Phoenixes back. Titan. So sad. So sad. We should have definitely beat this draw. We were just like one amulet or one something like that from winning. Amulet still wins here though. Does Trinket Mage win? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, Trinket Mage doesn't win. Amulet wins. Yeah, Amulet wins. Asusa does not. Yeah, so it's basically Amulet or bust. It's basically Amulet or bust. Yeah. Yeah, sure, Cejas. I'll check it out. I'll check it out after the stream. I will probably stream for like probably like this, finish this match and play one more, and that's gonna be it. But I'll definitely check it out afterwards. My opponent is playing Bedlam Revelers on blue? What? My opponent's list is super sketch. I can swing here, but that means that I don't gain life. And I kind of feel like I want to gain life. As in, it's the only way that I don't die. Boros Garrison. I can actually get Simic Crossroads. In before hardcast finish here, right? Yeah, my opponent's build it's very sketchy. Whoops, I wanted to do this. Bedlam Reveler plus Thing in the Ice plus Phoenix. It's kind of weird. Usually the way I understand it is that Bedlam Reveler kind of like conflicts with your plan of actually holding cards in hand. So it's not particularly good. Another Scour. I guess you're gonna play one more thing just so my prime time is forced to chump the Reveler. I hate this deck. I think I let this looting resolve, and if they play a second looting, I packed that one. And then I would need to draw exactly Colony Garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm gonna pack this Faithless Looting. After they have bounced their Woken Horror, they have bounced everything. So they have 2 Phoenixes in hand. We pack this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Synergy! I totally missed that interaction. Okay, you got me. Look at that Synergy over there. Damn. Whoo. And this is what I always say. It's always stay open, see what your opponent is doing, and then act accordingly. Like, for example, we are playing against Blue-Red Phoenix right here, right? So we want to bring this in. We want to bring the 3rd Explosives. We want to bring Tusk. We want to bring in Pale Pierce. And we want to bring in Hornet Queen. Oh, Rexage. Actually, we don't want to bring in Hornet Queen. This might be like a previous list before I was running. Yeah, I feel like I want Negate over this. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to be playing Hornet Queen. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna take out Ballista, Negation. We're gonna take out one Pact, Ghost Quarter, the 4 Scouts, and what am I missing here? Did I miss 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, what am I missing here? Oh, I brought in 9. Oh, that's why I'm stupid. No, wait a second. Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. Right, we have the 3rd relic. Alright, that makes sense. I'm like looking at the, I'm like, well, what's going on here? Oh, we're testing the other relic. Mighty Ives MTG, how you doing? How did you end up going at the GP? Yeah, I know about the chameleon interaction. That seems not great though. Like it's only good if you also have the 4 mana to bump it to make it an 8/8. So that's not how it usually works. Yes, Crypt might be good, and that is what I was tanking on. I usually don't really like Crypt against Blue-Red Phoenix. I do like Crypt against Mono-Red Phoenix. But actually, because they're running Reveler, I think I might be interested in trying something like that. Yikes. 1 and 3. I guess it was not your weekend, unfortunately. I went 10 and 5. 7 and 2 in game 1, and then a lot of losing in day 2. I guess we keep this. It's kind of awkward. I think I'm gonna be slamming this negate on anything I see, basically. I don't think I want to play the Eternal Script out yet. Just gonna hold. Opt is fine. They keep on top. Tormod Script. Play this. Pass the turn. Kind of unfortunate how my hand ended up, you know, playing out. It makes the sequencing a little bit awkward. But I think this is still fine here, though. Unless they slam a moon and they get me, which is very much a possibility. But I cannot, like, miss a land drop in order to play around Blood Moon. That's just not something I can afford to do. Sure, whatever. I'm okay with that, for sure. If they slam a moon here, I'm toast. I still have outs, but I don't like my position anymore. Okay, there can still be a Blood Moon. Yeah, at least I got that very, very useful pro point, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, so that Phoenix is dead. And that means no moon, so yep. Sweet. Unfortunately, unless I find yet another amulet one more time, I am not gonna be able to hold up negate for another turn yet again, which kind of really sucks, honestly. It kind of really sucks. What would be cool here is probably to find Bojukabog. So I can stop the Faithless looting? I feel like I need to slam the Azusa. A gemstone mine would give me a lot of flexibility though in how I sequence my plays. One okay. Okay. So this is gonna be 4, then 5, then 6. This forces the issue though. "100% bouncy the forest here." Yeah, so they're gonna go for the bolt on the Azusa. I think I'm gonna go from the path on my own Azusa instead of on my opponent's Phoenix. Might seem a little weird there, but this way I have a chance of beating Blood Moon. And this Phoenix is not killing me soon enough. If there were 2 Phoenix in play, I would probably have passed the Phoenix, but... yeah, I don't think it was particularly... I mean, my opponent was going to bolt me. I don't think I could have played around. I don't think I could have played around that. The fucking Drake, though, would be... yeah. That's kind of troublesome. Not bad. Not bad. So I guess we just gain the most possible amount of life here. So we're gonna do Crossroads, Bodos Garrison. We're gonna go up to 18. And we're gonna hope we're not dead. And next turn we can blow up my opponent's board and then exile their graveyard. Ideal scenario is my opponent simply... I might very easily be dead. Like this guy, this guy grows very quickly. So I might very well be dead to this. But if I'm not, I think I win. I need to survive this turn, which might not be possible. So another Phoenix. No bolts, please. Please. Pretty please. No Voltorinos. That's 6. $11. Yeah, so they got it. Damn it. This guy just... One more Phoenix for a good measure. Yep. Yeah, my opponent didn't kill me there. We would have won. But, yep. They dealt 11, 13, 16, 19, 22. Sure. Yeah. Yep, sure. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about the Phoenix deck. I honestly think it's broken. I honestly think they really messed up. Like the Drake, because we could have beaten them, right? I just gain 2 life and I get Bojukebog there, but Bojukebog doesn't matter, right? Bojukebog literally doesn't matter because the way that the stupid Drake reads, it actually counts the cards in exile. So there's literally nothing I can do. I could have held up. I couldn't have held up the path because my mana was a little bit too awkward. Yeah, I was screwed. However you want to see it. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. My opponent is ahead though. If they have a bounce line into Azusa, yep. If they have a bounce line into Azusa, I'm probably not gonna win this game. Them being on the play and having Amulet into bounce line into Azusa is just too much. Yep. Played 2 mirrors today. Starting to matter so stupid. Excited the graveyard number 2 now. Yep. Look at that. My opponent must be less similar to mine, probably. So that's their Titan. They can transmute 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm playing into Explosive Zone 1 here, but I can't not play into Explosive Zone 1, so damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. My count is just too good. I mean, I'll take it. If people are playing Amulet, I'm happy. Again, as I was saying earlier, I think the Amulet mirror is not as dumb as people say it is. I'm not dead here. We got that going for us. I'm not actually dead. My opponent's draw was much better than mine, though. Not even close. It seems to me that also they have the actual Titan in hand. Oh, they had attacked. Okay. It's the same for our purposes. If I were my opponent, I would 100% transmute for Explosives on 1. Because I cannot beat Explosives on 1. So I would transmute for Explosives here, main phase. I know they have a T-West in hand. So I would transmute for Explosives, main phase. I would play it on 1 off the forest. Then I would crack it on attack step. Because they don't have lethal. And then there's no way I can come back from that. I guess Ghost Squatter does a similar thing. It prevents me from hasting, which is the only thing that what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they just actually had the Explosive one. Okay. That makes sense. That makes way more sense, yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next game. But yep, I mean, it's not a clear-cut matchup, right? My opponent can make mistakes, so can I. And it's good for us to be, you know, aware of what those mistakes are so we can not make them. If that sounds reasonable. Minus Bog, minus Kalni, minus Ballista. I think I'm gonna go with minus I guess minus explosive plus explosives on the draw, minus on the play. I just want to have all the scouts. That seems reasonable to me. Minus one Asusa, minus one Relic. And note that by not playing, by playing one less Trinket Mage, we have made ourselves a little bit worse in the mirror match, which sucks. The good thing is we're getting some experience in the mirror match, so. Hungry Bowl 52, thank you very much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Yeah, if you want to have access to the sideboard guide for subscribers, shoot me a message. Well, I don't have Rurik Thar in the side because Rurik Thar stretches your mana base a little bit too much. I don't think this hand is going to be good enough for the mirror match. This hand might be good enough, maybe, hopefully. We want any untapped land. Ugh, daggers. I think we bought on that. There's simply not enough matchups where Rurik Thar is very good in order to justify playing it. So sweet. What a pro. How did I finish at the GB? 10 and 5. Alright, so my opponent for sure has some number of Path to Exile in their hand. So we should play around that accordingly. Punished so hard. Punished so hard, it's not even funny. The good thing is they're not gonna be able to answer both things, so they're gonna need to choose and choose wisely. Are you qualified for MC London? No, I am not, unfortunately. Probably gonna bounce the T West here. Yep. So they 100% have Path to Exile in their hand. So we're gonna play around that accordingly. Sweet. We don't even need to play around path. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna transmute for Pact of Negation here. Just set this up right now. And then they're gonna path my prime time, and then next turn we can kill them. But I'm pretty sure that my opponent cannot win from here. Yep. Maybe they sneak in a win somehow, but seems extremely unlikely, to be honest. That's a gemstone. We're gonna see Asusa here, probably. Professor Topath 256, thank you for the follow. Gonna let Asusa go. We don't really care about her. Wouldn't they pass response to transmute? No, I think it's correct what they did, because like what I cannot attack them this turn, right? They already know what I'm fetching, so. Alright, thinking time. Thinking time. Okay, so whatever that we do, we can do whatever we want because we have access to Pact of Negation, which I already set up last turn like a real pro that I am. So what is the correct play here? We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go and fetch. I'm basically trying to see if I have the kill here, which I think I do, but I need to do some math. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna cast Titan. Titan is gonna get Simic Growth plus another bounce land, probably another Simic Growth, sure, whatever. We're going to pay 4 Trinket and get second Amulet. We're going to be bouncing the Boros Garrison. We're going to use. We haven't even used our land drop yet. Yeah, so this is very lethal. This is very lethal with Pact of Negation backup. So this game is over. Simic. See you next stream, Cejas. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the subscription today. Thanks for the support. We had 4 mana floating. Trinket. I mean, it doesn't really change anything, right? I'm gonna play this for turn. Haste. And whatever path they could have or anything, we just we packed it, so doesn't matter. I have to pay for 2 pacts though, so that's important. I should have not done this yet. There was no need for me to, really. Maybe I got a little bit carried away there, actually. Maybe I got a little bit carried away there, yeah. I might have messed this one up. I think I'm going to be fine, but... like, if they have 2 pacts instead of just 1, 2 path, I mean, instead of just 1, I might actually be in trouble. I think I probably want to save this Sun Home here. Yeah, but if they have like path here, I mean, I'm not using this mana for anything else, so we're doing this. If they have path here and then they untap, like I packed it and then they untap and they path again, which they don't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Paying for pacts, not gonna be a problem. Switch this up. So what I was saying is, if they path me there before they take the damage and then they untap and they path me again, that would have been a problem. But they didn't have it, so we win. Okay, game number 3. Do we like this? I kind of do like this. Might be just a tad slow. Especially if my opponent has the nut draw again, which they probably do. Amulet. Nope. We might be forced into... Oh, they have the turn 2 kill? We're about to get turn 2'd. Eesh, we're about to get turn 2'd. So I guess this is how it feels from the other side, huh? So I guess this is how this feels when we do this to our opponents. Doesn't feel great. I'm definitely gonna be giving some prime times to my opponent though. Oh, okay, so not lethal yet. Maybe lethal next turn. Maybe lethal next turn. Bad beats, bad beats. My opponent bounced the bounce land though, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if they have a Titan, they win, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. We're gonna get turn 3'd. I mean, I guess it's not a turn 2, so there's that. Not a turn 2, so that's some positive aspect of what's going on. I think we're gonna play Relic. I mean, I'm assuming we survive, which it's probably not gonna happen. I think we just play Relic with the plan of holding up path. Not that it's going to do much, but... my opponent might not have a Titan. So they have Simic and they have Sanctuary. Yep. All right. So you're saying there is a chance. That's pretty solid too. Coalition Relic. Put a charge counter there. So they don't have a Susa. That part is clear. So I think we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I think I'm going to flash in and I'm going to go Squatter Simic in response to these triggers. Because they certainly don't have the Azusa here. Otherwise they would have played already. They only have the Pact. Pact and Sanctuary. So now no triggers and they need to bounce. They have already used their land drop. One, two, 3, 4, 5. So I really hope I don't use this. I really hope I don't need to to use this path here, so I can put a counter. Sweet. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't play Amulet here. We can't play Amulet because we have exactly 6. We're going for it. If you have the negate, you have the negate. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding up Path to Exile, basically. That's what's going on. If they have their own path, I am fucked. But at least this kind of prevents them from hasting. Unless they can double Titan me. Yep. You see, my opponent had a double Amulet draw, and we're kinda trying to get something going. We might be a little bit very dead, I wanna say here. But there's a very, 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 very small chance. Like, I am telegraphing path so obviously, it's not even funny. Like, I'm literally telling my opponent, yo, I have path in my hand. Just so you know. Just so you know, I have path in hand. So, you know, do whatever you need to do. And now I know they have a basic and a gemstone in hand. Why is my opponent going for it? This makes... Oh, they have Spell Pierce? I'm assuming my opponent is holding up Spell Pierce here. Alright, bounce your land. Go to beginning of combat. Like, I was telegraphing this path way too obviously for my opponent to, like, go into this phase first. It resolved? I mean, I'll take it. Float mana and beginning of combat, you got it. Okay, steering's into a third amulet. Sweet. Yeah, so they do have their own path, which makes sense. What doesn't make sense is for them to do it there, but it made sense for them to have the second path. Thank you for your YouTube videos. So their hand is Stronghold, mine, Amulet, and that's all I know. Titan? So we put on our thinking hats here. And I think we play as Sousa. I don't want to show this to my opponent, and I also don't want to give them a time for them to interact with my Amulet. So I think we're going to play out the Azusa next turn, which was mute, float mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should have enough to do everything that I want to do. We should have exactly enough to do everything that I want to do. A Titan math emote? Yeah, the cheese standalone, the one that the cyber guide that I made available to everybody is a little bit outdated. It is from Daryl's and Edgar's list from, well, when was it? It was an event that an SCG event that happened kind of like a long time ago, really. I can't even remember anymore when that was, but yeah, it's from that event, and it's pretty outdated at this point. Pact, probably for Azusa. For primetime. They have the Azusa? They do have the Azusa. The good thing is that here they cannot haste this Titan because the Stronghold is in their hand. They bounced it earlier. Fair enough, you got my well, the cheese standalone, I want to think that you were like so excited about helping support the stream that you were like, you know what, I'm going to Francisco provides such a good service to this community that I am going to, also my opponent didn't have it, that I am going to help support him, and it's gonna be great. That's what I heard, at least, right there. The cheese standalone. Thank you very much for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Really appreciate it. You can send me a whisper here in Twitch or whenever or whatever you want in order to get your... I mean, I know, but I mean, it's... I honestly stole the idea from Susurrus. I've been watching Susurrus stream a lot. In case you guys have not watched Susurrus, he's a monster. I definitely recommend you check him out. And that's what he does with his subs, which I thought made a lot of sense. So this is Amulet, transmute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I'm not wrong. 1 for Amulet, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, so 1 for Amulet. My opponent packed it, so they cannot pack for blue. They cannot have... Yeah, he's the word person guy. I think, Ateska, I think you just figure out the $1 million The $1 million business right there. Yeah, I think my opponent simply miscounted there, unfortunately for them. Because I don't think they have any outs here. We primetime here. We're gonna get... How much mana do we have? We have used 0 land drops yet so far. Woo. So we can double tighten them. We have everything still in our deck. I think so, right? We still have... Yeah, we can... My opponent's very dead, unfortunately for them. We do have 7 summoners back, yep. Gonna bounce this. Gonna play Amulet. Gonna make a shit ton of mana. Bounce this again. Play this again. Make even more shit tons of mana. This is enough to transmute on everything, so now we're gonna bounce this one. This is the third one that we're gonna play. Because the Vesuva is gonna need to Vesuva the Sun home, so we can double strike, so we can do this. Gonna transmute here. Second Summoner's backed. Summoner's backed. Second Prime Time. More Prime Times. Oh man. I'm having a blast here. You guys having a good time? Because I sure am. Red white, red white. We don't need to get Vesuva. We can get... I think this is free. We can get whatever we want. So we're just gonna get cover at Crossroads. Float white and tap. Haste here. Haste over there. We're going to. We pass. We won't move on to combat. Azusa of course serves. Jeez. Yeah, unfortunately my opponent made that slight mistake that ended up costing them the game. They miscounted. They made a very slight miscount there, and that ended up costing them the game. That's why I always say, and you hear me saying this all the time, make sure that you plan your turns ahead, because yeah, any mistake with this deck is very punishing. Okay. Float, untap, double strike this one. Double strike the other one. Bounce this. 33 damage. Sweatband001, thank you very much. Thank you for your comments. Appreciate it. I was very much surprised as well by how expensive Coalition Relic is. I ended up buying Italian ones. The Italian ones were $350, while the other ones, the English one, are like $6 or something. Same set, same like you know, they were both LP and everything, but somehow one of them was, who knows why, more like half the price of the other one. I don't even know why, but yeah, it's interesting. Need an Abacus to play that deck. And we got there, indeed. What did you play against at day 2? Don't get me wrong, you did a great tournament. Congrats, bro. Yeah, so Sweatpants, I made a full debrief on my whole tournament experience. I recommend you check it out. I'm going to upload it today. I did that debrief yesterday, so I'm going to upload the stream tonight, and you're gonna be able to check it out on YouTube. I played against you, Blue Red Phoenix twice, Mono Red Phoenix once, Eldracitron, Affinity, and Spirits. I think, maybe. I think that's all the matchups. Anyway, so we're 1-1. We're gonna finish this league tomorrow. Unfortunately, I need to go because I need to go teach a lesson. But we will be back tomorrow. We will be, of course, finishing up this league, probably playing a second one. I'm very interested in trying out the whole third Coalition Relic experiment. As you saw, even right there, just Coalition Relic just keeps overperforming over and over and over again. Yeah, no, I know that it's because of EDH, Siphonist. In fact, that was my first confusion. Like I didn't play back in Time Spiral or whatever, or Time Shift. So I thought that Coalition Relic was a card printed in one of the Commander products because I had never seen it played in Modern ever. So I didn't ever consider it because I thought, oh yeah, I've seen that card, but that card is like, it's played in Cube and it's played in Commander. So it's definitely from a Commander product. And nope, apparently it was Modern legal. Good to know, because it's been insane. But yeah, thanks everybody for the follows. Thanks everybody for the subscriptions. I really appreciate everybody's support. I want to again let you know that we will be back tomorrow with more Amulets. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that follow button. It's free and you can get notified whenever I go live, like tomorrow. And also, if you want to, support the stream first and foremost, but also with bonus perks, like for example getting access to the latest sideboard guide that I created. You can subscribe to the channel, you can get this awesome primetime memo that you see over there. Yeah, the school event, he got second, yeah. Yeah, so that's another way. That's one way that you can help support the stream. The other way to support the stream is with the help of donations, and any donation of $12 or more, we will play whatever 75s you want to see played live on stream. If you want to check out previous streams, you can do so in YouTube. That's my YouTube channel right there. I always upload all of my previous streams, and you can find them in the archives. If you want to follow me on social media, you can do so on Twitter. If you want to join the Amulet Discord, that is your link right there. It's a very active and nice Discord. So make sure that you sign up if you're interested. And I think that's going to be it for me today. Hope to see everybody tomorrow, and we will keep emulating some people. Have an amazing rest of your day and see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, actually, I learned to do this soon, so I want to make sure that is anybody not playing Arena? I hate that everybody's playing Arena in Magic right now. Caleb is not playing Arena. Yeah, let's go check out some Storm. I'm down. I am down. Alright, see you all in Caleb's stream.